provide access to seeds. Kano State government, I think, is the first government that provided access to seeds, quality, improved seeds. I think the Lake Chad Research Institute is here, and they can attest to that. In 2015, when His Excellency came into power, we provided the sum of 100 million as loan. For what? For seeds only to wheat farmers. And those wheat farmers, we made the money a revolving fund, because the following year when we see the activity, it has improved. His Excellency now added 50 million again, which is 150 million. And we made it a revolving fund. When they pay back, we buy more seeds and we give it to farmers, because that's the way, because seed is one of the factors that is affecting particularly the aspect of wheat production. And we have sat down. Lake Chad Research Institute, I think, is the #1 authority in terms of the issue of wheat, not in Nigeria, I think in Africa, because they are collaborating with other agencies that are around Africa to bring to the improvement of wheat production. So I think Kano State has done well. They have commended us, and His Excellency deserves commendations on that aspect. Then the issue of our dams. Definitely the dams, there is issue of desiltation, not even utilization. Now when you go, you find out most of the dams, the water is no more. So there is need for desiltation. These dams are properties of federal government. But Kano State government now, because we cannot wait, we are close to, we have gotten approval of $95 million from Islamic Development Bank. And very soon, I think, we have even sent the names of those that are going to the interim management. So very soon those monies are coming, and the large share of the money is going to the issue of irrigation.
What about the trimming project? The trimming project. Trimming.
Yes.
World Bank supported program.
What about?
A World Bank supported
Yes,
program.
yes. World Bank. Further, we are talking on that. The minister, you know, is enabled. Minister of Water Resources enabled to Kano State, and also he has about 2 dams before he reaches village in Kazaure. So he agrees, and that is also coming to Kano State. Apart from these monies that we are getting from Islamic Development Bank, the chunk of it is going to the aspect of irrigation. We are going to desil the dams. We are going to provide more canals. It's all in our action plan, and that is what we are going to stay on. And I'm sure we are going to make a difference that can be referred back to 30 years during the time of Audu Bako, inshallah. Yeah. The issue of insecticides, Kano State government is doing its best. Recently, we have distributed insecticides, pesticides, and seeds to the tomato farmers. Where is the chairman tomato, Togan? Where is he? I saw him here. He can attest to that. The managing director of NADA is the chairman of that committee. We have distributed insecticide and seeds worth 242 million. And then there are people that had the problem of breakage in Watari, and they lost a lot. And those are maize farmers, right? And the state government provided seeds and insecticides to them too. They are from Watari Dam. After the repairs of the dam, the state government provided them with those money, insecticides and seeds as incentives for them to live. The issue of loan of anchor borrowers, I have spoken about it several times. We have taken measures because Kano State stood as guarantors for those farmers. That is in the beginning of Anchor Grower Farmers, Anchor Grower Program, and majority of them then defaulted. Majority. There are over 5,000 that benefited. But that year, I think only 4 people then were able to repay. Only 4 out of 5,400 and something. So it's something that we have to tell ourselves. But okay, when loans are being provided to farmers, are they ready to pay? If they are not ready to pay, then there is no way for you to create the avenue for them to get those funds. Because government cannot be giving money for you to go produce and then eat the money. It's not possible. That's not even food security. It's farmer security. So, but the measures that we have taken is we made a very strong committee where the police were involved and even one of the magistrates were involved. And His Excellency said we should be lenient. We wanted to start taking them to court, but we became lenient. And as I'm talking to you now, the MD told me there is a lot of money that they have repaid back to the bank, and there are a lot of proceeds. Because when we were giving them the loan, what we said is, okay, if we give you 10 naira, then what you are supposed to pay us, we said, okay, if you are producing like 20 bags, pay us with only 10 bags at 1 naira. That is 10 naira. You take the remaining 10. We do not say give us money. No, pay us with the rice. When you pay us with the rice, we will take it to process. After processing, we now sell it and then we will repay back the money because we are the guarantors. Then it was how many bags for the repayment? 17 bags. But when the money, when we made another calculation, 13, we now made it 10 bags. Later we said pay us with 10 bags, not even 13. So now we are receiving a lot of the produce, that is the rice, and we are going to convert it into money and pay. Because every day or every week I receive letters from Bank of Agric, because they are the lending bank, asking me it was from 958 million. Now it's over 1 billion because of the interest that is accruing.